What even is inflation? It's the increase in CPI over 12 months. And then you've got to ask me, what is CPI? Well, it's known as the Consumer Price Index. Let's have a look at that in a little bit more detail. So basically every year we have a group of economists that go to the supermarket and they choose the most commonly bought goods by people in that country. We then work out what the prices were last year and what the prices are today. And we try to calculate those differences. There are some other things that people buy included, but there's a lot of supermarket goods. And if the prices go up in general, on average, that's known as inflation. So the value of your money goes down because you can buy less now than you could before. Or if the prices of these goods and services go down, that's known as deflation, where the money in your pocket becomes stronger. So in this case, obviously, we've got our food here pretty commonly bought, but also we have people that spend a lot of money on rent. And rent is super important, right? And it's super high these days compared to people's wages. And basically, rent is paid 12 times a year. So it's a really common purchase, just like transport fuel and just like food in the supermarket. So these things are the most important to people that they spend a lot of money on frequently. These things we spend less. So then what we do is we put a weighting on these things. Housing has the highest weighting, because you're spending most of your money on it and you're doing it more frequently, 12 times a year. So if house prices go up a little bit, that's going to affect the majority of people in the country. A 10% increase in house rents is going to mess people up a lot more than a 10% cost increase of going to the cinema. So we put a weighting to it. And then all we do is we put a price on it. So we basically go, oh, this is a heavy weight. We're going to times the price by the weight. And they do that for everything. What we're looking at here is the price in January and the price in December. So let's say it's the 1st of January and it's the end of December. Technically, the 1st of January, one full year. We now know that the price here was 700 and the price is now 720. So rents have gone up. In fact, everything on this board has gone up. I can no longer pay my rent. So the money in my pocket has got weaker. That is known as inflation. So what we do then is we times all of these by the weights and we get a number, and we times all the new prices by the weights and we get a number. And that percentage difference is going to show us the average increase in prices relative to people in our country. So let's have a look. So in January, here we go. The value is 605 if we times all these things by each other. What about December? We do the same thing. That's 630. So if we compare these two, well, 605 in January and now it's 630 in December. Everything costs more on average. So all we do is we find this percentage difference and that will tell us the inflation. Are you able to run this calculation? Give it a go. See if you remember your percentages. Now the answer is plus 4.13. And this is how I like to calculate it. Inflation is 4.13%. The value of our money, has it increased or decreased? It has gone down. Therefore, we have inflationary pressure on our money. So that's CPI and inflation in a nutshell. Make sure you get on top of this for your exams. If you need any resources or lessons, click the link down below. Have a great day and I'll see you again.